Hello. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time. Um, I have a ghost hand 4x4x4 cube, which has a weird core. And I don't know if it's typical for all the ghost hand 4x4s or if it's just the one that I got. But I'd imagine that there are other people with this cube who are likewise lacking in tutorials on how to take it apart and put it back together. And it was a pain in the butt for me to do. It took me 3 hours to figure out on my own. So making this video, show a little tutorial on how to put together this bizarre core. Please excuse the minor inconsistencies in the continuity of this video. I'm doing these out of order and I'm going to splice them together. So to disassemble your cube, it's really easy. This is really easy to disassemble, which is nice. As far as disassembling goes, it's not nice because the reason it's easy to disassemble also makes it easy to pop. So to disassemble it, you're going to take any side. These corner pieces here, there's two of them. It's my phone, text tone. You're going to take them. They've got little prongs in the back, which I'm going to show you later. They've got little prongs in the back of these that go like this, right? So here's the piece, and it's going to connect like that again around the core, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to pull it in a way that's going to separate that out. So you're going to take it. You're going to want to just twist it like that. Just a little twist, and it'll pop right out. This side too. It'll pop right out, and you can kind of see one of what we'll call the bat pieces in there. And from there, honestly, all you really have to do is try to scramble your cube, and it'll fall apart. But since I just put mine back together, I really don't want to do that and show you. So imagine my surprise when I'm in Starbucks and I pop my cube, and it basically crumbles before my eyes, before I'd even scrambled it once completely. And this is the core that's smiling back at me. It wasn't really surprising at the time, but then I went on YouTube to figure out how to put it back together, and all that I could see was this, like, I could find videos on how to put together a 4x4 with, like, a ball. It's like a basically completed ball that you just slip your pieces on, which I'm sure is a lot easier than this mess. But this is what I've got. Alright, I put the core aside. Now, here there's something like 75, 80 pieces or something like that. I don't remember exactly how many, but there's like 70-something. Like, it's ridiculous. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to separate the different types of pieces into piles. You should have like 5 piles. You have the edge pieces, like this, make one pile. You have the center pieces, like this, go on another pile. You've got the corner pieces, which look like this. You've got these little doohickeys, which look like that. Got that little, that's kind of how I think of them. Go right here, let's say, and then these guys. Alright, so separate your pieces, sort your pieces into the different piles here. I like to take the center pieces and face them with the colors facing me because it's so much easier than having to flip them all upright, like the game Memory, and like try to figure out what color you're looking for. So I try to make them face me. Okay, so you've got them sorted into your piles, right? 5 piles. Centers, edges, corners, these doohickeys and those doohickeys. So I'm going to kind of give you the basic idea of how this is going to look, and then we're going to put it together. So these, the two weird doohickeys, these kind of fit together to create that ball that is usually your 4x4 core. I guess with it like this is an adjustable core. It's spring, and you can, loosen it and tighten it. I don't know if you can do that on another 4x4 core on a regular core because I don't have one. I've only got this one. But I'm assuming that the reason that this is all broken up like this is so that you can adjust the core tightness. I don't know, but these pieces are going to create that ball, and then all these pieces are going to fit on around it. Now, these guys, let's call them T's because they kind of look like, it's kind of in the shape of a T, a letter T. So the T's, you're going to have 4 for each of these little segments here in the core that connect in. So you're going to have like one here, see, like one there, and then one here in front, one on the other side, and one on the back. And you're going to do that. It's going to end up like that on all of them. And then when you have 2 of these like this together on the thing, if you can even see that, you're going to have one of these in between them, kind of connecting them. They're going to kind of fit together like that. So, and then your pieces are going to go on around them. Okay, so I start with my red side, just because that was the first side that I did when I put it together the first time. Need new tiles. New stickers. You can do any color you want. I do red, which means that orange is going to be our last layer. So take your centers. So you're going to notice that your center pieces have this little gadget right there, right? You're going to want to take them and you're going to want to arrange them so that they're all pointing in. So you're going to put your four center pieces together in a, like that. And you're going to want, you see how all of these are facing inward? My brother's getting an extra light so that this is a little easier to see. You want all of those to face inwards. Now, it's really obnoxious, but this 4x4 core is incredibly unstable until you're done with the first layer. So you're going to want to get something to stabilize it. I like to use my other cubes because they have a flat edge. They lie flat and they have a tall, flat, sturdy edge to, put up against it. I've used binders in the past. I've used books. I scrambled 5x5. I just got this in the mail. I have no idea how to solve it. Ooh, there we go. Right, so you're going to want something to help keep it sturdy while you're still putting it together. You've got those together. What you're going to want to do to set up your core, you want to take them, and you want to make sure that they're all turned so that they're all even like that, if that makes any sense, so that they're not, twisted and crooked and stuff. You're going to want to make them so that they're all like that. And then ultimately, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I like to have this bizarrely large edge. I like to put that on top. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bottom face core piece and you're going to turn it 45 degrees. So that's going to be your core setup.